Welcome to Crawl or No Crawl. This is Carolyn Holzman. Today is September 5th, day 15 of the Google Helpful Content Update. So weather tools kind of remained normal, despite what I said yesterday, that basically I don't think this is behaving like a normal update. It's behaving far more like a new Chrome bot build process. That's where a new one comes on and they start testing the mobile first and then they release the desktop. And I'll show you what I mean by that. What you're looking at right here is the project data log. Now this is also available on American Way Media. If you Google Google Index Detector, it's the first result. Now every week there are 3 test pages. That's what this line indicates, is that those are test days. And we're looking to see how and when they go through the Google indexing systems. There's 3 of them: the crawl, the index, and the serve. And I'll explain. I mean, that comes straight out of the guys at Google in terms of how they view their systems working. Now, the simple keyword. There's 2 keywords on each page, a simple and a complex. The simple is just in the HTML and the complex is wrapped in JavaScript. So the simple keyword, when it pulls up the test page that it was assigned, that confirms that the crawling system is on for new content. And the JavaScript keyword, when it pulls up the test page, that confirms the rendering system is on for new content. So it's 2 questions, but they're going through Google, and it's what happens to it once it's out of our hands. Now, I've also updated the expected pages update. That used to be called coverage report. And I would say like Search Console coverage reports. All of our reports in Search Console update at the same time. So if you're trying to see like how many pages you have and you see a date in there, right now it's updated to the second on here. So I'll have to update that. But so basically it happens every 3 days. And so the next one we'd be expecting is going to be sometime probably late tomorrow night. Now, if you're wondering why I use those other words, like the crawling, the indexing, and the serving, you can see that in the pages report, the old coverage report. And there's a section where it tells you why your pages aren't indexed. And when you look at that underneath in sort of gray type, you'll see where it says pages that aren't indexed can't be served on Google. See, so that kind of makes sense. You've got to get into the index first, and then they will serve you. So if there's any technical issue, you're not going to get into the index. This is why we need to understand. Okay, so here we are. This is the 5th. As you can see, this is year 2, day 9 of this project. Yes, starting year 2, we've had a birthday. Now, the page was launched, it was crawled, and it's in Search Console saying crawled but not indexed, which means that page has not gone into that second part of the indexing system, and it works like a page parser. And it's also where every page gets, I'm going to use this word with air bunnies, normalized. Like when data goes into a different database, like medical records, have certain forms and fields, but when they're trying to make them all so that everybody can see the same thing, then the data has to be formatted in a way so it can easily go into the new system and everybody can read the records. So now that's a gross simplification of what Google does, but I think we as SEOs, we need to understand more technical things than just header tags and sitemaps. So is it a good or a bad day for new content, and is there anything that going on that would indicate the update? So I would say for new content, it's mixed. It's taking longer. I will show you here what's happening with the bots. Now what you're looking at, these are all the mobile bot Chrome builds that I've seen over the past year. Here's when the update started. That's also when this new, I call it MobileBot 12, with that Chrome build started. And as you can see, it's running 2 Chrome builds at the same time. So it's running 12 against 11, and we can see here that it looks like at this point that 12 has won. Now, if you go up here, you'll see the same thing here. They come up with a desktop version that matches the mobile, and then they launch it after they've done the mobile version. So here, mobile got introduced on the 22nd. That was day 1. And the desktop version for 12 got launched 4 days later on the 26th. So these, when I say these bots here always come, these are the ones that pull the directive files and do some of the rendering. And the bulk of the refresh rendering happens over here. Okay, so let's go back. That's it. So please subscribe, get the latest reports, and if you're trying to get any of your content indexed, use the Google Indexing API. If you use the Search Console request button or submit through Sitemap, I currently have a test running that is confirming the fact that you will wait a long, long time. Up to you. All right, take care. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good holiday.